Hello and welcome to the My Network is Not Networking event, the online networking event. So, I am Kamora. I'll be your presenter for today. I am also the organizer of this event. We'll get into a little bit more about me as the presentation goes, but I do want to welcome you and congratulate you for thinking about networking and starting your business, if you started a business or even thinking about starting a business, all of these are accomplishments. So yes, that is definitely an accomplishment. And I always love to give my flowers to or give flowers to those who are actually out here doing it. So definitely congratulations. Whatever reason that it may be that you started your business, maybe something may have happened to you because a lot of times we have to get uncomfortable for us to make a change in life. That's what my story is. Or if you are just tired of working a 9 to 5 or working for someone, or if you just understand and know your worth as a person and you're like, yeah, I'm great enough to where I can start a business. I want to applaud you for that. So once again, welcome to the event. This is a pre-recorded event, and I have my reasons. And because I do want to meet you in person, if you provide me the opportunity, I love speaking with people and helping people. And I wanted this event to kind of, give you a formal introduction to me and my business and what I do and how I help and give back to others. So, um, yeah, welcome. So, the name of this event is My Networking is Not Networking. I came up with this name because I often get people who uh, have started networking, maybe new to business, and they know they need to network, but just not kind of there or have to kind of grow into it. And so I felt like creating a presentation would be beneficial to a lot of people. So I really hope you enjoy. Please leave me feedback. Um, at the end of the presentation, let me know how I did. And like I said, I hope to connect with you sooner than later. So, first thing we want to go over is, the welcome, which what I just did. And yes, okay, so just want you to let you know. So a little bit about me. It's presented by H Sounds Expert. That is my, I guess, stage name, if you will. I am a local entrepreneur here in the city of Houston, and I do a lot of networking events down here, business networking events. My focus and market is startup entrepreneurs or just entrepreneurs in general. I love business. I love hearing about business. I love business ideas, and so I've created my own platform to kind of be obsessed with it. So, welcome to my world. I am the founder of a networking community here, or based down here in Houston. It's called Business on Hills Networking Neckties. Bonine is the pronunciation or the acronym for it if you want to know about it being for short. And um, I'll get more into what that communication is about the community is about, with the next slide. And uh, yeah, I don't know. Are y'all seeing this whole thing? Hold on one second. I'll figure that part out later. But yes, so the networking community is here. I've created it to help entrepreneurs kind of get started. When you jump out into be a business owner, entrepreneur, there is no rule book or guidance or school for you to go to. I mean, you can take different courses in college to kind of help with skill sets for entrepreneurship, but there's no kind of direction. And the reason that is because as a entrepreneur, um you it's your journey, so they can't write 100,000 million books for every single person on how your business is to be set up. Now when you work for somebody, they're what I'm saying, they give you training guides and SOPs and all this learning material and training material, because they know how their business is going to be ran. They've already did it and built it. But you as an entrepreneur, there is no book. There's nothing that someone that can tell you what you need to do next in order for your business to make it. All you can have is guidance. So I'm going to go over the importance of that later on in the presentation, but I do want people to understand like the difference in why, because I've had people tell me that, people gatekeep their secrets on how they became a business. And sometimes that is the case, but sometimes that's not. No one can tell you how to structure your business. It's your business, it's your goal, it is your idea. So you have to be prepared to create it. Okay, so you have to be very good at creations. Um, so yes. So first thing we want to go over is the community. As I mentioned, I do founded a network community called Business on Heels and Networking Neckties. Um, And I'll just go ahead and read a little bit about it that I have here. As you embark on your entrepreneur journey, we're here to be a vital resource in helping you achieve your goals. This group was created to guide you through the often chaotic, sometimes daunting, and occasionally confusing process of starting a business. It is a safe place where you can ask questions and make mistakes without fear of being scammed, fostering both personal and business growth. And we aim to provide a supportive family like atmosphere, like what you need from this group or take what you need from this group, and always remember to give back. This is a circle, not a cage. So like I said, this is a support community for those that are starting off in business. Being an entrepreneur is very scary, it's very stressful. You have a lot of mental anguish. There's a lot of things that happens to you that will change you as a person, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. um, Being a business owner, you are growing a new person and you're developing. So you need a support system. And so that's kind of how I created this networking community. There is a mentorship program within side of it, which you will also need as an entrepreneur. But at the very basis, have a support system, just like after you have a child, or if someone passes in your family, you have someone there to kind of help guide you. Or you, even when you're in school, when you're in college, you need to have some type of support to kind of get you over the bridge. And so this is essentially what that is. So I definitely encourage you to learn more about this networking group, and considering joining it if you are at that stage. And well, any stage, I have real off members and I have members that are just starting up. So whatever stage you are in your entrepreneurship journey, this is a very good community to be a part of. The next thing I want to speak on is our vision and our mission. Our vision uh, about Business on Heels and Networking Neckties is that it envisions a thriving community where small business owners come together to inspire and empower each other, fostering a collaborative environment that nurtures entrepreneurial growth and drives sustainable business success. Our mission is to create a dynamic platform that connects small businesses and owners, providing them with the tools, resources, and relationships necessary to evaluate their entrepreneur journey and achieve their business goals. Through meaningful networking, sharing experiences, and continuous learning, we aim to cultivate a supportive community where every member can thrive and succeed. So, we're here to help each other. And upon joining our platform, add some value to it. Don't just be there and watching. I know people, when you're on social media, everybody like to sit back and watch people and them create content, but you need to create content, engage, ask questions, give answers, give opinions. I'm open to all that. I like to hear what's going on in people's heads. So definitely, if you decide to join or be a part of our platform, add something that you have to it. We love to hear from you. Now, let's get into the event. What is networking exactly? So, networking is the process of establishing and nurturing relationships with individuals who can provide mutual support, share valuable insights, or collaborate on opportunities. It involves engaging with people in professional or social settings to exchange ideas, resources, and expertise. Networking can occur in various formats, including formal events, casual meetings, online platforms, or community gatherings. At its core, networking is about creating a web of connections that enhances personal and professional development, fostering a sense of trust and mutual benefits amongst those involved. Now, let's go over the importance of networking. Especially with you being a business owner, it's very vital. I mean, I believe it's vital, being personally. when you're in personal life, but definitely being a business owner, that is how you grow. Networking is vital for personal. I just said that personal and professional growth, acting as a gateway to opportunities, resources, and collaborations. It allows entrepreneurs and professionals to build meaningful connections that can lead to mentorships, partnerships, and increased visibility within their industries. Effective networking helps expand your knowledge base, exposes you to new ideas, and positions you to access opportunities that may not be available otherwise. In today's interconnected world, staying relevant often depends on the strength of your network. As the saying goes, it's not what you know, but who you know. And networking ensures you're always connected to the right people. And that is in fact, I have proof of that. Me growing my businesses and growing my network is been about who it is that I know. And it also helps you get, referrals and leads and things that you need in order for you to sustain as a business owner. So that is definitely a true statement. Um, we need to know why to network. Networking is the cornerstone of entrepreneur success, providing opportunities to connect, collaborate, and grow. In a fast paced world of business, building meaningful relationships is essential to staying relevant and competitive. Whether it's attending free community events, investing in high profile conferences, or hosting your own gatherings, each step in networking journey contributes to your personal and professional development. By nurturing connections, you not only expand your resources, but also position yourself to create opportunities that can transform your business and elevate your brand. Remember, your network is your net worth, and every interaction can be the bridge to new possibilities. Now, let's get into the nitty gritty of everything. So, networking is the business. That is a business it's the essence of everything that you do as an entrepreneur. You need to network always. You need to always and you need to build this skill set. It is a skill set and it should be one of the strongest skill sets you have as a entrepreneur. If you don't, that's okay. You can pay people for it. That's why you hire somebody for marketing, which I failed to tell you guys I also do marketing if you need that as well. But yeah, you need to network. Even if you like to say if you're not strong in networking, then you need to, put some money behind it. Networking is the process of building and nurturing professional relationships to share knowledge, create opportunities, and to grow your business. And one thing you need to do is, or you need networking is to help you establish connections that lead to opportunities. Opportunities they present themselves to us, but sometimes we don't know which ones to take, which ones not to take. Every opportunity is not for you. And so when you're networking and you're, say you're attending events, you'll kind of understand and learn what is for you and your business and what's not for you. So there are going to be a lot of opportunities presented to you, and you need to learn how to navigate through them. Networking keeps you relevant in your industry, which is very important. If you're not relevant in your industry, maybe you're not like the king of, I don't know, soccer ball creations. Um, then you will have to be worrying about your competition, which you should always worry about your competition, but you want to stay relevant too. If you don't have no relevancy, then there's no point in you being around or being in business. You might as well just go work for someone. And then you want to network because it builds your brand's visibility and credibility. So once again, staying relevant, building yourself and your brand, being everywhere. Like I said, with me being in marketing, I know how important it is to kind of have your logo everywhere. I probably should have had my logo a lot more throughout this presentation, but we might go ahead and just re-record it and I'll do better next time. So yeah, networking is definitely important. What do I get? So, what do you get out of networking as a business owner? When you network, you generate leads and referrals. So, if you are maybe a solopreneur or somebody that I like to call them independent agents, you know how important getting leads is. Shoot, really, being even a product uh, entrepreneur or product shop, it's important to get leads because you got to figure out where your people is, where your market is, and so that you can put your product in the center of them and then start getting those sales up. So when you network, you generate leads because you find out who it is it wants what it is that you're selling. um, you get to it provides you access to valuable resources and insights. um, like I said, networking, people will kind of tell you where to go and where to be at what time. But if you don't network and you stay at home between the four walls of your room, then you will not know where to go and what to do and how to grow. um, Networking helps you stay informed about industry trends. You need to stay relevant. You should always be in the news about whatever's going on in your particular industry. There might be some type of like when COVID happened and uh the everybody was getting caught up by this virus and was getting sick, and I'm sure a lot of businesses kind of ignored the news and didn't know what was going on, but then got affected tremendously in it because they were probably the last to know about this particular illness, and it ended up shutting their business down. So stay informed with trends, and that's just one simple thing. You want to have trends about your industry. You want to stay in the know. Don't be a recluse and don't want to listen to what's going on. What read an article, watch the news, figure out, listen to a podcast so that you can kind of know what's going on within your industry. And then networking also creates a potential partnerships for collaboration. Oh my goodness. Your first customers or leads or pieces of money may be another business owner. So if you are just only trying to appeal to the consumer, they can be inconsistent. They don't know what the struggles is of being a business owner. And so they may not have any sympathy for you as far as you getting started, at least. But if you are relating to another business owner or talking to another business owner, then they can relate to what it is. And sometimes they want to do business with you because they'll understand the value of you being a business owner, being a startup, or being a new entrepreneur. So yeah, definitely create those partnerships. That is how I was able to create all of my platforms is by partnerships and networking with other business owners. So that is the only way you're going to find other business owners is at networking events. I mean, you can go into their store or go into them and write them, but if they're not there intending to network because they're trying to do business, they're not going to want to listen to you. They have to take care of their business at that time. So it's better and easier if you go to networking events and talk to them there because their guards are down. They're not stressed with working and filling orders, and they'll be willing to more talk with you and relax with you, and they'll give you some time after that too. Things that will help you grow or to help grow your network. So like I said, attend relevant events regularly. I don't know much to express. I know I do networking events. I promise you, this is not my bias telling you to do this, but a little bit of it is. But you should definitely attend networking events. I don't care what it is that you do. I mean, even if you're networking online or you have an online presence, that's cool too. But I feel like the more effective business growth is when you see people and you meet people in person. Um, the next thing is carrying out your business information everywhere. Always have a business card, whether it's digital or the traditional business card. Have something that represents what it is that you do. Uh, I know starting out, you're just like, oh, I need to get my business cards. I can't go out until I do this. No, just, incorporate that down the line. But the first thing is to just get out there. You yourself as a human need to go and cheer and be your best advocate for your business. But have a business card so that when you do make a connection with somebody, you have something that's going to last. Other than that, you're just wasting time when you're out here with people. And we don't like wasting time. Time is money. Engage with strangers in professional, friendly manner. You never know who you're going to meet when you meet them and why you meet them. It might be a family member that's in business and they can help and refer something to you, or it might be, I don't know, your doctor that may be able to send you some business. So always be friendly and presentable. I know growing up, people probably tell you no new friends, or Drake came out with a song, no new friends. Look, you want to make new friends, and even if some people don't have your best interest at heart, but you don't block the flow of money and your goodness or your greatness because you're afraid of something. That's another thing. Being an entrepreneur, you got to get over fear. If you are a fearful person and you scary, what they say, scared money don't make money. I don't know if y'all heard that, but yeah, scared money don't make the money. So you want to make sure that you are friendly, presentable, you're open to listen, to people. I mean, you don't have to listen to everything, but at least starting off, just be open to people and be optimistic. Be very optimistic starting off. and joining networking communities or groups. So, like I said, that was the whole essence of why I created networking and business on heels networking neckties, is because I am like a queen networker down here in Houston, and I saw the importance of having communities and groups. And I created my own because there are types of different types of networking events, and we'll get into, I mean, networking groups, and we'll get into that later. Uh, that and I was like, no, I want to create something that's more geared towards me. So that's why I created my own instead of just going and being a part. I was a part of a few of them, but it just wasn't for me. So I created something that was for me, and hopefully it'll be for you as well. The next thing is why join networking groups. Okay. So I guess I was just talking about that. And yeah, the first thing is networking groups provides directions and guidance for new entrepreneurs. They offer access to a community of supportive professionals, and my group, Bonin, provides flexibility in networking styles, in-person events, online sessions, private member-only events. So, um, yeah, I probably should have had this one after the next one, but we'll go ahead and talk more about it. But yeah, my networking group, I wanted there are some events that are networking communities that are too stuffy, and then there are some that are too lax. And I like a nice solid balance, and that is what I created with the Bone In networking community. So if you're a person who don't want to be bored and dry all the time, but you also want to make sure you're getting some substance and have some value to take home, um, Bonin is probably a good fit for you, and that is why I've created it. And then as I was just explaining, the different types of networking groups, business professional networking groups. Um, so there, like I said, there are business professional networking groups, which they're a little bit more, some of them can be very, very stuffy. I'm not going to say all of them, but some of them very stuffy. There may be a lot of value in the room, but sometimes they can get cliquish too. And like I said, I didn't like that. I'm not even going to name any names of them, but if you do book a consultation with me, I can go into that if you have any questions on what a business professional networking group is. And then there are also social networking groups. And social networking groups are very fun. Sometimes they're very involved with community service events. Um, and they're just there about building up the society, and sometimes having a good time. So those are pretty fun too. You might have like drinking clubs or ladies' days out, even networking groups and stuff. So those are more social networking groups. So where everyone's there to kind of socialize and get to know people and just kind of grow as a person, but not so much doing business or creating leads. So I wouldn't be talking about my business there unless it just came up in a conversation. But initially, you don't go there to start talking about business and then become the Debbie Downer of the group or event that you're at, and then people don't want to invite you back out. So yeah, just understand the difference between the two. So yeah, just understand the difference between the two, and like I said, make sure you kind of understand the room. There's a time and place for everything, so understand, build your skill set and understanding the time and place, so that you do not have bad experiences in networking and then not want to network anymore. Next thing we're going over is what to look for in networking events. Whether you are starting or been in business for years of networking, these are some tips for everyone. So, when you're looking for networking events, you want to look for the events that align with your industry or your interests. So, like I said, your target market, or like I said, your industry. Everybody in there, they might be your competition, but networking is not just about you closing the sale. It's about you making those connections with people who can kind of help grow you, elevate you, and give you advice. So, what a better than to get advice from somebody who has already done it. And then even people that are new to it, they might have a new type of technique, and you might want to adapt to that or adopt it. So the next thing is opportunities for meaningful conversations. Once again, you want to have these conversations with people that are like-minded, that are like you, and where you guys can speak each other's same language. Um, you want to look for a balance of experienced professionals and newcomers, as I mentioned before. You might have some people that's been in the game for a while and they can give you some gems, but also with the newcomers, there might be something new that hit the market that you're unfamiliar with, a new software to help you with your business. And so the newcomers might have they like I said right now, everybody's hopping on this social media thing and trend, and everybody thinks that social media is the king of everything, and that's me. That's not it. I'm in between. I'm a millennial, so I'm not trying to be on social media. I feel like more in-person events or interactions with human beings are more effective than the social media. But hey, you do whatever makes you feel good as being a entrepreneur, but don't make that a habit. And then another thing to look for are events with structured activities to foster interaction. So, as I mentioned before, I am a event management marketing agency. I do host a lot of events around the city of Houston. And one thing I like to do, if you have the liberty to, if you have the liberty to look over my, I have a strong presence on Eventbrite to look and see the different types of events that I've had. I have a bingo night where people interact with it's like a human bingo, and you get to know about the people that are in the room. I've had speed networking events. I have a regular just mixer. And just so you want to have these structured events so that it kind of forces people to network, especially those that don't network on a regular or not are kind of new to it and don't know quite know how, haven't built up their skill set or even that courage to do so. So this definitely helps people. I always get like good report back from my events. So if you're ever in the Houston area, if you're not here, if you're in the Houston area, you should already be at my events. When we get off this call, you make sure you go and you register for one of my events. Okay. But if you're in the area, definitely come and stop by. I'm always doing something. At least once a week, I have something going on. So definitely connect with me. Common mistakes when starting out. These are some things that you kind of want to kind of avoid. All right. So, attending the wrong events for your target audience. You will be wasting your time if you're in the wrong room. Make sure you analyze the room, you know what room you're in, so that you're not wasting your time. Like I said, I look at every opportunity. Maybe I might be a victim of it or guilty of this, but I look at all opportunities as a reason to network. But I guess that's because that's the nature of my business is networking. But sometimes you can find yourself in a wrong room and waste your time. And so that hour or 2 hours that you're sitting there, you can be somewhere, getting leads from somebody else. So make sure that you're in the right room. And I'm not saying you got to go and work the room and shake hands with every single body and leave or be there for 10 or 15 minutes. But make sure that you are where you're supposed to be so that when you make these connections or you do your follow ups, these are people that actually can benefit you in what it is you have going on, and you can benefit them. Um, Focusing only on selling instead of building relationships. I know so many people that do this, and this is the wrong thing to do when you are at a networking event. People go into the room and their main focus is themselves and how these people can help them and what these people can do for them. That is the wrong way of thinking. As you venture off into your entrepreneurship journey and the more mature you get into it, you're going to learn that you don't need to approach people trying to figure out what they're going to do for you or if they can help you. You need to start reversing the way you're thinking and figure out how you can help that person, because if you help that person with something small as I don't know, giving them a napkin when they have a stain on their shirt, they're going to think about you because you did something for them without wanting anything. And so whether it is that day or what I'm saying 2 months from that day, they're going to think, "Hey, that's a kind person and I want to help that person as much as I can." And so yeah, so they're going to help you and help want to see you thrive. So um don't go in thinking about what these people are going to do for you and trying to get something from them. Try to figure out how you can help them or how you guys can help each other and benefit each other. And if it's not a fit, it's not a fit. Move on to the next person. It's okay. Everybody's not going to be for you and you're not going to be for everybody, and that is okay. But at least you found out. At least you know. The next thing is not following up after meetings. A lot of people are very guilty of this. Y'all go to these networking events and y'all don't call the people back, or y'all want to wait 2 and 3 days after you know what I'm saying, you made the connection. You did the first step and then you waited. And so let's go back to dating. If you dating somebody and they waiting to call you back, do you think that you're gonna want to talk to them? No, there might be a little animosity. Like, why you waited so late? If you see something in somebody that you were talking to, y'all had a strong connection, call that person, let that person know that, you are serious and that they're a priority. Now, if you contact that person right after you've met them and they don't hit you back, or give them a time, but if they don't hit you right back, that's okay too. You don't have to get upset. Don't block your blessings. They might hit you back 2 and 3 weeks later, and you don't have to be been out of shape about it. Just listen to what they have to say and see if it makes sense. But this is not, you're not dating. So don't treat it as but even if you were dating, because you felt this before, it's an emotion that you felt. You're not going to want to, you don't feel important once when that person call you, and so you might have already went on and start talking to somebody else, and it happens in networking as well. If you don't get to what they say, the early bird gets the worm. If you don't get to that worm, and somebody else might get it, and then you just would have missed out. And so, and that just would have been a lost opportunity. So just make sure you're doing your follow ups. If not the next day, don't let it surpass 2 days. Call that person, let them know that. And I don't care if you have, what I'm saying. If you made 20 connections the next day, I mean, before, reach out to all 20 of them people. When I do that, the ones that reply back, I know they're serious, and then I don't continue on with the others. But you do your part. The ball is in your court. Reach out to them, send them a follow up text message, email, some type of notification, and let them know that, hey, it was nice meeting them. And then if they reply back to you, okay, you might have a warm lead, and then you go off of that. But don't wait too long, and make it a habit to follow up. That is another way I was able to grow my network, is that I was like adamant about following up with people. I want them to know that, hey, I want to do business with you. Um, Another mistake is lacking clear communication about your business. Now, starting off as a business owner, and I was guilty of this as well, you may not know exactly what you are in business for, or, kind of what you want to do. But like I told you, at least you were able to start your business. So that is, like I said, that's an accomplishment within itself. And like I said, it's a journey. So you may not know if you want to sell cookies today or shirts tomorrow. Just take the journey and figure out what's best for you and what you like to do. Um, but and so you may not be able to articulate, but as soon as your business is starting to develop, start taking the time out to create pitches and knowing what to go and say. And even if you don't know what your business is or have it all figured out in your head, start learning how to create pitches and read what it is that you're trying to get into. Even at that time, it may not be the long time goal, but whatever your short term goal is, start talking about that, and then that helps you with communicating what it is that you're trying to do so people can understand. Because when you go out here and you looking lost and you're like, well, I'm in sales, but I don't know what I'm selling today. I just came here because my friend invited me. Then people see you and they see you as green, and a lot of times they have their own agenda and they're going to want you to come and work for them. So you know what I mean? So you can always, say work for somebody, but haven't you already did that? Aren't we here so that you can stop that? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's be very intentional when we're going out and talking to people. Have you something in your head on to where you can explain what it is that you're doing. Um, the next thing is, and that includes, like I said, your prices and whatever it is, figure all that stuff out. Don't say, well, I'm gonna get back to you. Figure it all out so that you can, so they can understand. Because if you don't have your information together, I'm just leaving this as end note. If you don't have your stuff together, I'm almost guarantee you they're gonna go to your competitor who's gonna have their stuff together. So what they say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You ain't got to be 100% ready, but have something. Okay. And then the last thing is not having business cards or contact information on hand. So I love this one. I get this all the time. There's a issue that people have, and part of my business, I was able to create a solution. Essentially, being an entrepreneur, you are a problem solver. So one thing I noticed when I started networking 4 or 5 years ago is that people would often be at events and they'll say, "Oh, I don't shoot, I left my business cards in the car. Oh, I left it at home. I didn't." And so what I do, I know there are digital business cards, but I created my own networking tool, which I'm going to show y'all to give you a little bit more explanation down into the later down in the presentation. But I have a network community which I supply complimentary to the members of my community. What this does is a digital card, so it's a tap effect on your phone, and it pulls up your business information. And I want to show you guys real fast. I wish I had my other phone, but we'll do it on this one. Um, what it does, look at this. It's so neat. I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. So what it does is, a lot of people, they still not privy to this. Everyone scans the QRL code, but mine is a tap effect. And don't judge my picture. And you see how I just sit there and this card is blank. Oh no, it is not. It's not. So see, and it pulls up your networking community, pulls up your profile, and see, this is my profile. And which way I need to go here? And then you can just sit here and you can tap it. And if you tap right here where it says business card, look what pulls up. Let me see. Tap business card. And then you see it'll pull up my whole profile, my digital business card, and I will be able to download this information into somebody else's phone. It's like a little mini CRM. It also provides me with the context I've made at the networking event, and that way I can do my follow-up text message right then and there. So this is something, like I said, I've created. I provide to my members complimentary for joining, because like I said, I do marketing, and one thing I like to push is you marketing yourself and your business. So if this is something that you're interested in, definitely get with me. If you join a community, I'll create you one, whether you're in Houston or not. Like I said, my network community is not limited to Houston. I will ship this out to you wherever you are, so that you can have a digital business card and you can play with it and do all the things that you want to do with this business card. But it's definitely very good to have, especially with this new age of networking and people having businesses. So I definitely want to mention that. But having a business card, and if you, like I said, if you don't have the digital ones, go get you the regular ones, and those work just as well. Put your QRL code on that, and then that should be able to connect you to a digital business account. And like I said, obtain people's information that way. I just have a neater way of doing it. It's just funner when you tap it on their phone. I love to see people's reaction. But anyway, next slide. What to avoid in networking events? One thing that you should avoid is events that are under engaged or disorganized by hosts. I'm a networking host. I do organizing down here in Houston. That's what I'm well known for. And sometimes, or I've been to other events. I'm not saying that mine do that, but they unorganized and stuff everywhere, and you're trying to figure out what's going on and who's the contact, and nobody's coming to greet you, and you just kind of lost. And so you might walk in and walk out, and yeah, that's really unfortunate. I know me as an organizer. I mean, I've had people walk in and walk out of my events, and it does not feel good. It does not feel good. So you just try to work better at doing what you're going to do, and just have it organized. But you don't want to be lost when you go to a networking event. You want to kind of know what's going on, know who it is you talk to, so you can comment accordingly. Um, you want to make sure you're going somewhere where attendees are focused only on, or you don't want to go where the attendees are focused only on selling or self promotion. What did I say? I just told you that when you go in, people go into these events and they only think about self and only what they can do and what they can gain. And you don't want to be worried about that. You want people that are there where you can help them and they can help you. It needs to be a good exchange. It needs to make sense. So don't be somewhere where everybody is kind of greedy, or they're only talking about themselves and what you can do for them. That's not good. If they can tell you, they can verbalize what you can do for them, then that's not the person you need to talk to. You need to see what you can do for them, because only you know what you're capable of. Overly large groups where connections are impersonable or impersonal. Um, you're so crazy, because I have my networking events and I like to keep them, saying, cute, not too many. If I feel a room, I feel a room. But I like them where it's like about 30, 40 people, because I feel like everybody is realistically able to communicate with one another. You have these big rooms, and I get people that say, "Oh, we need to have a super big networking event," and I'm thinking to myself, the person that's telling me this, if I created this big room of networking events of all these people, you're not even gonna connect with all of them. I would have done all that for nothing, because a lot of times y'all shy, y'all won't even work the whole room. So having those big rooms, it's good to go to conferences and stuff like that. But realistically, are you about to touch all thousand people's hands that night or at that event? No. You not, and so you don't know who you need to go to, where you can find out faster who it is that you need to be in contact with. And the only way that you can do that is when you are able to talk to people and have that 5 minute or 2 to 3 minute conversation where they can instantly know how they can help you, and they can get you in the hands of who you need to be. So don't be in a super big room and the little fish in a big pond. um Lack of opportunity or follow up or continue interaction. Like we said before, the fortune is in the follow up. So if you are poor at following up, you might be leaving a lot of money on the table. Bad habits to establish over time. Networking only within a small familiar circle. People do that. People stay, they get comfortable, and you can't stay comfortable as an entrepreneur. It's good to get comfortable, but don't stay comfortable. You want to keep networking with the same people. You want these be your friends, and this is all that you want to talk to. No, you need to learn how to grow. Okay, if you've mastered everybody, or you know everybody in this one room, or you're the smartest person in this one room, it's time to go to another room. Because if not, that's your limit. That's your limit. You're not going nowhere outside of that. Okay, and so you just stay stagnant. Overlooking the importance of consistent follow-ups. Follow-ups, we cannot express enough about follow-ups. You have to call these people. If you're not used to calling people, get used to calling people. Like I said, get uncomfortable. Neglecting to update or refresh your personal pitch. um yeah, you, what I told you, you need to have a pitch. You need to understand what it is that's going on. As your business grow, the message is going to grow. You might be selling something different this week, so you need to incorporate that into your pitch so that people can understand what it is that your business is about. Nobody should know your business more than you, so you can't look to them or look to somebody else to explain what's going on in your business. You should know, you are the head. Failing to track and measure networking results. Stay documented. Like I said, I just showed y'all how my phone has a mini CRM in it, and that keeps you kind of it has a analytics page where you can see how many clicks and how many people engage with your profile on there. So that is something very, very well. Having somebody work for on me to have my own actual digital platform, but that's what I use Link right now for that one. I know that people have what Dot and Popple and all the rest of the stuff. I use Link for that, but I build your whole back office to kind of help you with uh marketing yourself and promoting yourself, and informing others about you. Relying solely on social media without personal connections. What did I just say? Social media might be working for a lot of other people, um, but I don't feel like that's king. I don't feel like that's what dominates growing your business. I feel like the interaction with people, and a lot of times your network or your Instagram, social media will grow once you make that handshake with people. So if you're not making those connections with people, and you just think it's gonna come through social media, it's not, unless you're paying for it. Unless you're paying for it, and you know what I'm saying, the people to be on your page, you can do that. But no, organically, no. You need to go out and show people and tell people, hey, I am human. I'm a human being. I fell and broke my baby toe, my pinky toe, and you know the pinky toe. But I fell and broke my pinky toe, and yeah, I actually can injure myself. So uh, and maybe other people can relate. You might start the pinky toe click, the broken pinky toe click. I don't know, but you know, though that's a network within itself, along with maybe your business. So yeah, have those interpersonal connections so that people can understand what it is that what I'm saying, you're doing. The pinky toe. And networking beyond events. Networking doesn't always happen at events. Always understand that you can be networking anywhere. That's why I always tell you, have your cards or your networking tool on you, because you never know when the opportunity is going to present itself. You can be sleeping, and I don't know, God might come and see you in your dreams and introduce you to I don't know, Barack Obama, and now what I'm saying, you sitting somewhere with the I don't know, with the presidents, and you didn't the ex presidents of the country, and you didn't even know that because God came and brought Barack Obama to you in your dreams. I don't know. The grocery store, the gym, anywhere you go, you might be somewhere personally and meet somebody, meet the person, the very person that you need in order for your business to grow. So strike up conversations at grocery store, gyms, or local gatherings. Building relationships organically through day-to-day interactions. Like I said, practice being friendly, practice being open, practice not being rude. so that it don't wear on you. Sometimes when you're negative, it kind of sits on your shoulder and your energy around you. No one wants to be around you, and that's not good as a business owner. You want everything to gravitate towards you. So practice on your interactions with people. Always carry your business information with you. We can't stress that enough. That's why you need this tool. So if you don't have a digital business card or business cards, or you always running out of them, go ahead and invest in being my member of my community. And like I said, this card comes complimentary. This comes with the membership. So I'll create your profile. At least you'll have that card. You can go out and get another card if you want to from somebody else, but this is for our membership. Okay. And like I said, I want everybody in my membership, in my network community, to win. I'm here to help you win. And so, like I said, here's the card. If y'all wanted a closer look, it's on the screen now. But always be prepared to network. Business cards or digital cards. Like I said, I can't stress that enough. Clear and concise elevator pitch. We cannot stress that enough. A warm and approachable demeanor. These are things you need to have to be prepared to network. And then, like I said, if you need this digital business card, go ahead and join the community today. You can join it today. Um, and get your card out. Start working on it immediately. The cost of not networking. So there is going to be a price you pay if you do not network. Like I said, if you just stay at home, then your business won't grow. You're not serious about being in business. You don't want to be in business. You want to continue working with somebody because they have all the answers figured out. You're not, you get into business, you got to be a problem solver. You got to be open to figuring out where to, how you need to know how to pivot when things are going wrong. Things are going to crash and burn. Stuff gonna break, something not gonna go right, something's going you're going to it's going to get very, very hard before it gets very, very easy. So you need to be able to be strong enough mentally, physically, spiritually, in order to be a real solid entrepreneur. um when you're not networking, you miss opportunities for growth. Like I said, you won't be in the rooms where people or can help you or even advise you. You limit your customer base. Like I said, don't think of just a regular person on the street is your customers. Your business, other business people are customers as well. So it's easier to talk to other business people than the consumer on the street, because then you got to convince them why they need to buy your thing, when business owners might have a little bit more leeway with you because they understand the struggles of being a business owner. Isolation in the business world. Yeah, like I said, you be stuck in it. I mean, if you're only selling to yourself and you're your biggest customer, then yeah, you don't need to network. You want to talk to other people and figure out what people want and collect data. Do your research. Figure out if you have a red ball, blue ball, and green ball, and you're selling it. Start doing your research. Say you're at a market and you see you sold out of the red ball. You have maybe one blue ball left and two green balls left. Go home and write down, hey, I sold out of the red ball, so my inventory, I need to now order more red balls next time, and the blue balls, but not so many of the green balls. You need to start being able to document stuff like that. So learn, you got to go back to school, start documenting. You got to be good at that. Slower personal and professional development. Um, yeah, you will. You need to have personal and professional development. So, Bonine provides that for you. We have workshops geared towards helping you personally and growing you professionally. So, yeah, then you need to be able, because one thing I tell people, if you're broke today and you're like, man, if I just had, what I'm saying, $1 million with us, and you still have a do you think that having $1 million with the broke mentality you have, that you're gonna keep that $1 million? No. So you're gonna have to grow personally as well, um, even outside of professionally. As your network grows, you need to start growing here too. So yeah, make sure you are working on yourself. And like I said, if you need a mentorship, definitely take a mentorship. Nobody has the answer. Even mentors have millionaires have mentors. Nobody should feel like, oh, I don't need that. I know what I'm doing. If you really knew what you were doing, you already be a millionaire. So just want to put that out there. Take a break. Being in the networking world can be very, very fun. However, you're gonna have to take a break. Um, Excitement. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and read it out. It's the importance of intentionally networking. So make sure when you are networking that it's making sense. Excitement versus effectiveness. Networking events can be thrilling and fun, sometimes feeling less like work and more as socializing. However, too much fun can distract from the primary goal, building meaningful business connections. The danger of overdoing it, like Taking too much of a prescription drug, excessive networking without purpose, can become harmful. Instead of advancing your business goals, you might end up spinning your wheels without progress. The need to recharge. Networking can be draining, but mentally and physically, it's okay to step back for a few months to focus on your business, recharge, and enjoy life. And then you need to be intentional. Ensure your networking efforts have purpose and substance. Quality connections outweigh the quantity of events attended. Plan your networking to align with your goals, avoiding burnout and maximize while maximizing impact. So, like I said, people get into networking and it can be fun. You be like, I gotta go network. I'm doing business. I'm doing business. Everybody doing, and then before you know it, you out here you networking too much, or you run into too many of the wrong people, and you're not making any money, and you're just burning yourself out. So start being intentional. Like I said, I hit the ground running. Have the fun, go socialize. Like I said, when I started networking, I was hanging with real estate agents, and we was hanging out Monday through Thursday, probably some Friday. Weekends we didn't hang out, but we went out Monday through Thursday. And I thought this the life, baby. We doing business. But then I started realizing my pocket's still dry. So I had to go back to the drawing board. So you want to make sure that you are intentionally out here to make money and you're not just out here playing around and having fun, because you can get caught up in it. It's a definitely fun game. But after you start making your money, then convert it and come back to the playing ground and network. The value of mentorship. So like I said, nobody should feel like they're exempt from mentorship. A lot of my friends, especially with the ones that are being well off, they invested in a mentor. And so I encourage you to have a mentor, because that is the only way you're going to have direction. People, like I said, people want people to give them the answers on how to become an entrepreneur. There are no answers. There's nobody can tell you how to be successful. Only you. It's within you. And so you're the person. So you have to work on yourself and work on your mindset, and having a mentor and guiding and then humbling yourself to listen to somebody is very effective when you do finally get that money, because you'll understand what to do with it. Okay. So guidance for navigating challenges in business. Having a mentor gives you insights into strategies and opportunities, because a lot of times they may not be in your industry, but they've been in business, and so they can kind of tell you what to look out for in certain things. Not everything, but they'll tell you what certain things are. And then encouragement and accountability. It's good to have somebody rooting you on and cheering you on and saying, "Oh, I don't think that's a good idea," before you get yourself involved in something that you can't get yourself out of. And then they'll hold you accountable. You can stay on track with a mentor, and they'll say, "Hey, did you clean those floors like you said you were going to do?" So that you can take pictures and create content, and you'll be like, "No, okay, well, you need to do that. If you really want this, you need to do that." And so you want to have somebody to have you accountable. They're not there to boss you around. They are there to help you, and so you want to make sure you have your good mentor. And then networking challenges. I'm sorry, your networking challenge. So I have a challenge for you today. Are you ready to take action? So if you're an entrepreneur now, or if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur, I definitely, of course, I'm going to welcome you to join my community immediately after this presentation. But I also want to give you something to do, to look forward to. So I challenge each and every one of you to prove how serious you are about starting or growing your business. And so here's your task. I want you to attend 3 networking events. Within the next 7 days, I challenge you to find and attend at least 3 networking events in your area. Use the tips provided in this presentation to locate, register, and show up at the events that align with your goals. Join the Bonin community. So I'm not pushing for you to do it, but this is a very good way for you to do it. It's free. It's free to join on my platform. It's just the membership. It is a monthly subscription. At the end of the presentation, join the online Bonin platform and book a consultation with me. So through our platform, which you'll create your login, and you're more than welcome to look on there and network with the people that are on the platform. There are going to be certain workshops and videos and stuff that you will have to be a part of the community to have access to. So you have limitations joining today, but at least you are there to either network or talk with or look at people that are networking. Um, and then you can also book your consultation with me through the platform. Then once you have your consultation, like I said, my consultations are free currently. And like I said, at the time of this recording, they're free. So if you need business development help or you need marketing help, you just go ahead and book your consultation. Now, hiring me is something else, but your consultation, if you want to talk with somebody about your thoughts or your plans of being an entrepreneur, I do not charge you for that. I'm here to help you. So I want to see that you're growing and you're taking the first steps to becoming a business owner. But report back. I want you to, in your consultation, report back to me about it. And it doesn't have to be with, you don't have to have your consultation within this 1 week. Just whenever you book the consultation, just report back to me 3 events that you attended and that you learned, and who you connected with and how it benefited your business. And what you'll earn, what you get, is you'll get some ad space. I have a newsletter for the boning community, which you should be on. If you're not, I'll provide in the platform somewhere where you can sign up for it so that you can see it. I know you want to be a part of the group and be a part of the in the know. Whether you're in Houston or not Houston, I welcome all of my platforms and everything to everyone. I have something for everybody, whether you're here or not. But you can book the consultation. Like I said, that'll be through a Zoom call, and we'll talk. And if you complete this challenge, I'll give you 1 week of ad space on the newsletter. So, say you have a post and you want to give to me, and you're like, "Hey, I want another network for people to see what it is I got going on." I'll do it for you. And then, uh, and if you join the membership, you'll get 2 weeks. I'll give you 2 weeks of that. So, how about that? So yeah, I'm just here to push you, and I want to see you grow. I want you. I want this as bad for you as you say that you want. But people talk. People talk. I'm about action. I like people that make things shake. Cause I'm a shaker. I'm a shaker. I'm telling you now. I don't sit on anything. I don't do anything. Literally, this whole thing that I'm doing right now, even with this presentation, I thought of this less than 12 hours ago. And I said, you know what? I need to do this. I need to be able to talk to people and, you know what I'm saying, record. I do have online events. So once you join the community, you'll be able to talk with me on free online, like live. I'm sorry, not online, just online. This is an online event, but a live event where you can talk with me in person and you can share with me about your business and talk with others. We'll have other people in the chat room and you can engage. So there's one networking event right there. If you join a community today, you'll have access to the online networking event. So that's one of your three. So that's how I know this is possible. And then, like I said, if you're in Houston, you can come to one of my events. I know I have one. I do one every week, so you can come to one of my in-person events. There you go. And then, if you're somewhere else, you could go to somebody else's event. You don't even have to come on. I'm not even selfish and only think about myself like that. I want you to go to other events. I want you to have that diversity with amongst others and be able to find other organizers and work other rooms. So I'm, like I said, I'm here for it all. And I'm just so happy that I had you here on joining me today for this event and listening to our presentation. And yeah, after this presentation, after this video, go ahead and click and create you a login. And I want to see you in our platform, on our community. So you'll just be an affiliate of the community until you become a member. And then once you become a member, you get access to the workshops, to our in-person events. Well, I have free in-person events as well if you're in Houston. So you can find those somewhere else. But then we have other events with substance. I have luxury events where we have a three panelists come out and speak to you, or whether I'll lead an event. And then we have real private events with the higher tiered members. So a lot of these are longtime business owners or are millionaires, and that you will be able to talk to and converse with. So you want to be in those rooms, and I'm providing that for you, and I'm providing you a way to get there. But you can only get there if your legs carry you there. So I cannot carry you there. I have short legs. If you ever met me, I'm short, so I can't carry you. You got to carry yourself. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I would love to meet you. Join the community, talk with me there, reach out to me there, and I want to speak with you soon. If you have any questions, like I said, never hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here for everybody. Thank you for your time, and happy entrepreneuring.